Did the vast South Pole suddenly freeze over entirely on its own due to natural forces? Or was there actually some mysterious hidden hand behind it all? And here the story begins with Hitler. Of course, I don't need to tell you that Hitler was obsessed with the technology of ancient and extraterrestrial civilizations, especially the South Pole. He sent many expeditions to explore it. But what's strange is that the expeditions that went to explore the land there didn't find any ice. They found forests, giant trees, caves, and rivers. Not only that, they also discovered technologies and non-human life. And that's not all. There was even cooperation and exchange of technologies. This was especially evident in the remarkable advancement of Nazi weaponry. The development of weapons, military technologies, and even spacecraft. The important thing is, they told us that Hitler was eliminated. But what's strange is that the body they found did not match Hitler's. And besides that, there was the strange statement by Admiral Karl, the commander of the German submarine fleet, who proudly declared that he had built for the leader in another part of the world. A Shangri-La on land, a fortress that cannot be penetrated. And Shangri-La is a term used to describe a place isolated from the world, characterized by peace, fantasy, and tranquility. Something like that. Of course, that's not to mention the many articles that talked about Hitler escaping to the South Pole, but that's normal. So what's strange? The strange thing is, in the CIA document that confirms the search for Hitler continued for 10 years after his announced death. I mean, didn't you say you killed him? So what exactly are you still looking for? Unless, of course, the announcement of his death was just a lie. Even on the map we're analyzing, it's written that Hitler escaped to the South Pole, and that the Antarctic expedition led by Richard Byrd was originally to search for Hitler. Anyway, let's continue. The expeditions that Hitler used to send to the South Pole claimed that these were greenlands, full of life, water, and warmth. It's the same description that appears for the South Pole in the Piri Reis map, which depicts normal land without ice, with animals. And that's one thing. But the moment they announced the discovery of the South Pole, that was something else entirely. Look at the shape here and here. What's strange isn't just that its appearance suddenly changed and became all ice. What's even stranger is that there's a mysterious hole in the South Pole. And around this hole, there are bases and research stations. And each base is named after one of the major countries there. But most importantly, all these bases are positioned right around this entrance. What are they doing? Are they studying or are they guarding it? And what's even more remarkable is that about 40 kilometers from this hole, there's a giant pyramid that's even bigger than the pyramids of Egypt. So the question is, what is such a massive pyramid doing next to a mysterious hole or entrance at that location? And all of that is one group of people. And what they found in the frozen animals there is another group. Most of the frozen animals there are being examined by scientists. They noticed something very strange, which is that the food in their stomachs was still undigested. Do you know what that means? It means that these animals were frozen instantly or in a matter of moments. And of course, two reasons have been suggested. The first reason says that this southern continent shifted from its place and stuck to the ice wall. And because the wall is cold, it became cold like it and froze. As for the second reason, it says that this continent was deliberately frozen using advanced and non-terrestrial technologies. Personally, I tend to believe the second reason more. And that's because the ice in the South Pole is one thing, while the ice in the rest of the Earth and the whole world is something completely different. I want to tell you that the ice wall appeared in old maps and images of the Earth and even on postage stamps. Now let's get to the important question. What could possibly exist in the South Pole that is being kept secret? The first thing, for example, is the existence of an ancient civilization like Atlantis or a pre-flood civilization. And that's because there is a massive gravitational anomaly in the Wilkes-Land region, not to mention the Soros Mountains, which some believe are actually pyramid peaks, not mountain peaks. Another possibility is that the South Pole is an entrance to the Hollow Earth, or more specifically, a direct entrance to the world of Agartha. And this matches the description given by Hitler's expedition. It also aligns with what Richard Byrd said. Of course, there are many things that confirm this, such as the unjustified, strict international security presence, as well as sightings of flying objects and mysterious lights there, and the strange artifacts and geometric shapes that have been found, and even the existence of pyramids and dimensional gateways there. So in short, the South Pole is a gateway that connects us to other worlds and advanced technology. There is a civilization in the South Pole, an extraterrestrial lost land. The discovery and announcement of this civilization will lead to rewriting Earth's history from scratch. The South Pole contains advanced technology, the revelation and exposure of which could free humanity from control. And these are the most important reasons and pieces of evidence that have been mentioned based on what is happening in history and the sources. Because if all of this became known at the collective consciousness level, people will start to search, investigate, and question. They will rebel instead of submitting. So the revelation and exposure of the truth about the South Pole would mean the fall of the New World Order. So what would you gain from that? If you found out whether the Earth is flat or round? Or what would you gain if you knew what is in the South Pole? That is something you have to decide for yourself.